What's up with it? You watching the Big Bomber TV? And yeah, we about to check out this video from the YouTube channel Culture Covered. And the title is The Game Revealed How Diddy Tried to Take Out Drake Using LA Gang. Man, that's a fool with it. I remember though, Diddy did smack Drake though, man. They saying Diddy don't like Drake because Meek Mill or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And then Meek Mill and Diddy allegedly, you know what I mean? It's kind of twisty, man, for real though, man. But yeah, I know he definitely violated Drake. I ain't know he was trying to get him taken out though, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't checked out the video, don't know what they talking about, but let's check it out and see what they talking about. Yeah.
Y'all, the list of Diddy's alleged victims keeps getting longer and longer. Cause someone tell me why rapper The Game just exposed Diddy for allegedly trying to set Drake up to be unalived because they had a tiny beef? Girl, what? Y'all, at this point, it seems like Diddy is a major level villain in Hollywood, and The Game is not holding back on his tea. He went into extreme details about what Diddy did and how lucky Drake was to have escaped with his life. Y'all better sit tight for this drama, honey, because Diddy is about to get into some more trouble. Okay, if you're wondering why The Game would snitch on Diddy like this, it's because he also has his own Diddy story to tell. While he isn't officially listed as one of Diddy's victims, he has previously spoken up about his experience with Diddy and how Diddy went above and beyond to try to make him his boy toy, and how lucky he was to get away from Diddy's control when he did. And before y'all start talking about how Game is making things up for clout now that Diddy has been arrested and it's big news, that is not the case. The Game has been trying to warn us about Diddy for a hot minute now, before Cassie even filed her lawsuit. One of the first instances was when he hinted that Diddy was on the DL, talking about how he personally knows a particular DL rapper who tries to hide his sexuality by being a womanizer and keeping many women around him.
Possibly. So you think that you've worked with a gay rapper?
Yeah, man. And gay, not being just full out gay, but hiding it, trying to pretend like he, loves girls and live the rap lifestyle, but really, he's a man fan.
He's a man fan.
Yeah.
Man.
There's a lot of man fans out there in hip hop.
Yeah, that
I ain't gonna lie, this could have something to do with The Game decline with his career, for real though, man. It be getting tricky out there, for real, man. They probably definitely putting pressure on The Game and probably shut him down.
immediately made people think about Diddy. But that's not all, because The Game was on Drink Champs spilling all the tea about his relationship with Diddy. And let's just say he made it clear that Diddy might have been interested in more than just business. This was back when Game and his older brother Big Face were hustling to get their careers off the ground, making mixtapes and demos hoping to catch a break. One of those tapes landed on Diddy's desk. Apparently, Diddy claimed that he was ready to sign The Game to Bad Boy, but instead of sealing the deal, he strung him along for 2 whole years. Eventually, The Game got signed by Dr. Dre instead. So why did Diddy keep playing games? Well, it seems like Diddy might have made some advances and The Game wasn't interested. Remember when 50 Cent said Diddy tried to take him on a shopping spree like he was an Instagram baddie? Yeah, The Game said Diddy pulled the same move on him too. Wild.
I started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, damn near. And this nigga Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, I fuck with your demo, that shit. Bad boy, but hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy. I'm like, yo, we ever gonna rap? Like, nah.
Y'all was doing it for 2 years.
But the jet leave at 5. We going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, we going to New York. We in ATL this weekend, Playboy, pop out. Man. And I was going everywhere with Diddy. And then one day, this Diddy, me and Diddy was smoking. He was like, you know what? Like he was really about to just give me some major game, right? He like, you know what I've been thinking? You belong with Dr. Dre. I'm like, no, you don't say it.
So Diddy had The Game hanging on for 2 years, making him think they were about to hit the studio and make some music together. Instead of music sessions, Diddy was flying him all over the place and buying him expensive gifts, basically treating him like an Instagram baddie, living that luxe life.
Thinking.
But here's where it gets even messier. The Game's own brother, Big Face, threw some serious shade, hinting that Diddy and The Game were actually involved back in the day. He posted this pic of Diddy and The Game looking really cozy when he wrote, "Maybe it wasn't my street credibility." This led to
I ain't gonna lie, when Big Face had said that too, man, The Game got clowned a lot. A lot of people been on Game head. And Game in that alleged circle with a lot of the other victims, man, for real. Like, man, people really do think The Game possibly a Diddy victim for real.
speculation that Diddy probably let the game go after he wasn't willing to continue an intimate relationship with him. From the things that the game said, it kind of seemed like he knew more than he was telling. And from what he was saying about how Diddy allegedly tried to get Drake unalived, it seems like he knows about more than just the parties and the freak-offs. In an interview with Vlad, the game talked about how Drake got a hit put out on him after he started beefing with Diddy, and they had an altercation at a nightclub.
About how you found out that they're trying to set up Drake in LA at one point. What exactly was that about?
That was about like him and Diddy were beefing, right? They had a little beef over something in Miami outside of Live.
I think Diddy allegedly assaulted him or something. I think it was over the Start From the Bottom beat, where I guess it's supposed to go to Diddy and Drake took it and something silly like that.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about Started From the Bottom, I don't know what Diddy would have did with that beat.
I know.
It's like a Drake beat. But there were like calls, going around LA, and it was like, Drake here, Drake there, who will run up on him. I'm not saying it, it didn't come from Diddy directly, but LA get tricky. So, when there are beefs and they are here, no matter who it is, like there's certain people that are gonna get called, and I'm one of those people. So, I had privy, Drake to a little information. Like I said, I don't know where it came from, but I always, it's like my brother. So I hit him. I told him like, yo, this is what it is, but I got you. We over here, and I'm pretty heavy. So, we straight.
Now the game was.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of these Diddy stories, man, I'm pretty sure they probably already getting used as evidence or gonna get used as evidence. So, like, some of these rappers, man, they probably shouldn't even said nothing about Diddy like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, they got the snitch jacket out there. You know what I mean? So, like, if you help aid in the case, then, man, you might mess around and be considered the snitch. Like, if it's a female victim, it's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if it's a male rapper victim, we like expect to take off on him or something, like whoop Diddy ass or something, nigga, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I don't know.
Was smart enough to say that he didn't know if the hit had come from Diddy himself. Because y'all know the stories that have come out about how Diddy has allegedly been bragging about how he makes people disappear. So the last thing the game needed was for Diddy to go after him for spilling tea on him. Interestingly enough, the game also hinted about this in his song 100, where he rapped, "Ninjas called me to set you up, want me to come and wet you up, cause you out of town ninja like Biggie. Heard about that ish with Diddy, so I came through to vest you up. And I got a vest for 40, a vest for Hush, a vest for every ninja with an owl on his chest and what." In case y'all didn't catch the owl reference, it's about Drake and his OVO label. So yeah, the song was a warning to Drake to be careful with Diddy because he allegedly had a target on his back. So did Diddy really put a hit out on Drake? Well, for one, we know that Diddy liked to go after his ops unprovoked, even though they weren't actively beefing at the time. For example, in Cassie's lawsuit, she exposed him for allegedly trying to pull up on Suge Knight for no reason. Miss Ventura was also exposed to the intense violence that pervaded Mr. Combs' rise to fame. For example, on one occasion where Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura were using drugs together in his home, one of his security staff barged in and announced that Suge Knight, a longtime rival of Mr. Combs, was spotted at Mel's Drive-In Diner in Los Angeles. Mr. Combs began to get dressed, retrieved multiple guns from a safe, and ran out of his home to where he believed Mr. Knight was dining. Miss Ventura became terrified and began to cry. Child, Diddy was
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think Diddy way different than people think, man. That nigga a goon, man, for real. That boy is ready to pull up on Suge, though, man. And Suge kind of lost that fire at that time, I think. You know what I mean? Suge wasn't the same Suge as, like, the early Suge. So, shit, he probably would have went and violated that nigga for real, though.
cray. And if he was willing to pull up on Suge Knight like that with no other warning, who's to say what else he did? I mean, he also allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car for getting with Cassie. And speaking of Cassie, there are reports that Diddy's issue with Drake started because Drake got flirty with Cassie and Diddy was not having it. According to this report, we're told that Drake was flirting heavy with Diddy's girlfriend Cassie in VIP. Cassie tried to brush him off, but Drake was drunk and kept up with his thirstiness. At one point in the night, Diddy came over to Drake and asked him nicely to stop, reminding Drake that Cassie is Diddy's girlfriend and the two are in love. The insider explained Drake just started laughing when Diddy was talking, like he had no respect. Well, later in the night, outside of Live, Diddy walked over and punched Drake right in the face, and it was a thunderous blow. We're told that Drake was wobbly on his feet and would have fell out if his homies ain't hold him up. But another source had a different story, claiming that the reason for the altercation was that Drake had allegedly stolen the rights to a beat for a song from Diddy, which he used for his song Started From the Bottom. According to Page 6, one source said Diddy left Live on his own and made a beeline towards the car like he was a man on a mission. Drake got out of his SUV and there was a scuffle before it seemed that Drake had hurt himself. He was holding his shoulder like it was dislocated. He was in obvious pain. Diddy was heard shouting something to the effect of, "Handle your business." They continued. Diddy then went back inside the club while Drake decided not to follow him in, with one witness adding, Drake knew if he went in, there would be an all-out brawl, like the one his entourage had with Chris Brown's crew in New York, and someone would get hurt. Another witness said, Drake and Diddy got into it outside the club. They were arguing over rights to a song and got into a physical fight. Diddy claimed that Drake was using music without the proper rights. Things were pretty tense between them for a while after that. And from
I ain't gonna lie, Diddy got nuts, man, to just walk up to somebody with their entourage and just bank them like that. Like, man, that boy Drake ain't have no respect for real, though. Like, man, if I had my entourage with me, and my entourage from where I'm from, man, Diddy would have got packed out, man. Everybody else up in there with him for real, though, man.
what the game is saying, Diddy was pretty salty over the alleged disrespect. And from what we know about his temper and ego, well, it's not exactly unbelievable. Diddy killed Tupac, Biggie, and tried to kill Drake. Nah, get this out of here. We are about to get fun facts for the next 3 to 6 business months about Diddy and his shenanigans. Whoever is doing the docuseries better have their staff on 24/7 standby. And they wanted to off Drake? How many ways do they try to kill one man? I hope Diddy and all his bottom feeders rot in jail. They have set Drake up to fail numerous times. Despite all their efforts to undermine and discredit him through criticism, beefing conflicts, and internal politics, he has consistently risen above it all, demonstrating that real talent can't be suppressed. Truly iconic. But y'all drop your thoughts about this in the comments. Then check out.
Man, that's a fool with it, man, for real. I think, man, that could have something to do with the decline of Drake's career. You know, they trying to probably take Drake out, man. Then Diddy damn near connected to Jigga too, man. And then like the Young Money shit with the Jigga, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit real twisty right now, man. It's real twisty for real. But yeah, man, I remember hearing about Diddy like punching or slapping Drake or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't know he was trying to take him out, man. For real though, man. That's a real conspiracy right there, man. Yeah, that's a real conspiracy right there. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all think Diddy tried to take out Drake, man? And what y'all think about the game though, man? If they use these interviews as like evidence, man, he might be considered kind of snitchy a little bit or something. You know what I'm saying? So man, this Diddy situation crazy, man, for real though, man. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I appreciate y'all for watching. Till next time, peace.
Yeah.